Hey everyone, it's Elias with RV Simple Life. My wife came to me just a little bit ago and said that the hot water smells like rotten eggs and sulfur. So we're gonna fix that right now. Here we go. All right, we're at the water bay here, and Robyn is telling me that the water is, the hot water is smelling. It's got an eggy smell, sulfur smell, so we're gonna try and do what we can to try and treat that water that's in there. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the water here, but before even that, we need to turn off the water. So let's get that turned off. We got good water pressure. Let's turn it off. Now we won't have any water actually going into the system. We can drain the hot water here, and it's just a matter of doing that. And it'd be a good idea actually to turn on a hot water so it will drain better. Okay, so what I did was I just took this panel here off, and actually I thought I was just gonna drain that water, but it's not creating enough suction, so I'm actually gonna just take this plug out, and then all the water will drain out either here or underneath, and then we'll plug it back up, we'll treat the system, and then we'll fill it back up. All right, so it's draining, and here's the element that's in there. I don't know, maybe this should be replaced. It's really only about 3 months old. I'm actually very surprised how bad it looks, but maybe it doesn't look bad. So maybe you could tell me, would you replace it? Or is it still okay? Maybe that's caused a lot of my smell, I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you think, if we should replace this or not. That should be done emptying out here in just a few minutes. Doesn't seem like anything's coming out of the low point drain, so I just turn that off. We'll let that water come out. Doesn't have a smell to it either. It doesn't smell bad, so I hope this does fix our issue though. I'm gonna go inside though and turn off the, actually I'll leave them open for now, all the other drains, or faucets I should say. While we're waiting for this though, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just put some treatment in here, and there's a couple things you can do. You can use what you want to use, but we like this essential oil. It's by doTERRA. It's Purity. We're just gonna take 5 or 6 drops of this actually, and just try to get it in there as much as possible. I don't even have a straw or a syringe or anything. This is just the cover for my wife's meat thermometer.
You liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
And I'm just trying to stick this in as best I can like this. Let me show you. I'm just gonna try and stick it in as best I can like this, and drop 5 or 6 drops in and call it good. Hopefully that'll get in there. If I can get the screen out, I think I can. Yep, here it comes. If I get that screen out, that'll make it a little easier. There we go. So didn't really give me much more access, but I'll do the best I can trying to get some drops in there. There's other products you can use too, and I'll show you to you in here right now. We keep all of our fluids, all of our different things for the RV in these 2 different containers. I keep some separate stuff in here. These are things primarily for the RV. This is filled up with things that are maybe not necessarily for the RV, but they're still for some kind of maintenance. Like I got Wasp Hornet spray in there, some Flex Seal, oil, just extra things like that. So my RV stuff here, see I still have some of these even. I've had these for a while. I'm keeping them just kind of as an emergency. If I run out of the Happy Camper, I still have some of these. Well, here we go. So I've had this quite a while. Drinking water refreshener. You can use this. I haven't even opened this yet. I've had it for a couple of years actually. Haven't used it yet, but this is something Camco puts out. I mean, I can't say anything good or bad about it, but I have it just in case. But my wife wants to try the essential oil, so we're going to try that. But it's a good idea to have a dedicated tub to keep all your different chemicals, different fluids, different things. And like I said, I like to try and keep 2 of them. This one dedicated for RV stuff. This one dedicated just to other stuff. Yeah, but I don't want them all in one big tub, and then when I want something, I got to get a big tub out. So I just keep them all in this like this. But I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use the essential oil. All right, the water's nearly completed, coming out. So I'm going to try to. This doesn't really feel like it's going to work very good. We're going to try this out though. I'm going to just stick it in like this, and hopefully get some out to be able to just hold in there. Definitely that worked because I saw water coming out. Let me smell this. Yep, that definitely worked. So just kind of like sticking a straw in your drink and then putting your finger over the top of it to hold it into the straw. That's pretty much just what I did. All right, we'll get that back on there. And we're hoping that this doesn't smell our water up too much. We haven't done this before. This is the first time. We've had this for, I guess, 3 months now. Let's see, January, February, March. Yeah, all of 3 months. Okay. But very surprised with this. I'm gonna put this back in, and I'll wait for some comments to see what you think, if we should be replacing this or not, but I'm gonna put this back in the way it is. I don't think scraping or anything like that will clean it off, will do much good. But if, let me know what you think. You think I should replace this, or, does it really get much worse than this? And I'll kind of follow what the consensus is of our comments. So I'm gonna get this put back on, and then we're gonna get the water turned back on as well. I might retape this. Depends on how this goes. Okay. These you want to put on real tight either. You want them snug, but you don't want to put them on too tight. I don't think that's really good for them, but let's get the water turned back on and see what happens. Let's see if this has got any leakage over here. If this is still on, we got to turn that off. Okay, so I can hear it filling up. Something's filling up. It must be the water heater. And this switch here was in the on position. I can't remember what that was for. If you remember what that's for, let me know. It was in the on position. I think it might be the electrical element. I'm not sure, but man, I just don't remember. If you remember what that is, let me know in the comments also. But it was in the on position when I came out here, and I thought, well, I better turn it off if I'm going to be working on it. So it sounds like it's filling up. I'm going to give it its time to do its thing. I'll get this cover on. All right, folks, well, I hope that video was a help to you. I'm also hoping that essential oils we put into our water tank there will do the trick. If not, I'll probably try the Camco product and see how that goes. And if that doesn't work, well, actually, I'll be open to suggestions. What would you put in to try and clean out that smell? Or what have you done in the past to try and clean up that smell that kind of comes from our plumbing sometimes? I'd be interested to find out what you use, as well as to learn your responses to some of the other questions I had about that anode. If you think I should replace it or not, or does it still look like it's got a good amount of life left in it? Or also what this switch that's in here, I just couldn't remember what it's for, and I haven't had time to look it up yet, but just leave me a couple comments. I'd appreciate that. I'll be looking forward to them. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please take a few minutes to do so. We'd appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.